It all started on a quiet Saturday morning when I walked out onto my porch with a cup of coffee, thinking it would finally be a peaceful weekend. My wife, Emily, had just come home after a long night shift. She was exhausted, still in her workout clothes. From the small gym our HOA hated for being too loud, though it was nothing more than a few dumbbells and a treadmill. She wasn't just any woman, though she was the county sheriff, respected across every town in a 50-mile radius. But to the HOA, she was simply the woman who keeps breaking the rules. It began when Karen, the HOA president, marched over with her usual clipboard, glaring at Emily as if she were a criminal. "We've told you," she snapped, "no parking service vehicles in the driveway." "That SUV is violating HOA aesthetics," Emily calmly replied. "Ma'am, that's my sheriff unit." Karen didn't even blink. "I don't care what it is. The rules apply to everyone." Emily just shook her head and went inside, too tired to argue. But Karen wasn't done. Oh no. Within an hour, she had done the unthinkable. She called the police and reported a suspicious woman impersonating law enforcement on our property. I was inside making breakfast when 3 patrol cars rolled into our neighborhood. Sirens off, but lights flashing, just enough to draw every nosy neighbor out to their lawns. I stepped outside, stunned, as officers approached cautiously, hands resting near their holsters. "Sir, we received a report of an impersonator," one said. I almost laughed. "Impersonator? My wife is the sheriff." They exchanged looks, clearly confused. Before I could say more, Emily walked out onto the porch, hair tied up, badge clipped to her waistband, still wearing her workout clothes but unmistakably radiating authority. One of the officers recognized her immediately. His eyes went wide. "Sheriff Thompson?" he sputtered. Emily nodded with a tired smile. "Morning, boys." "What's going on?" The officers looked mortified. They apologized instantly, lowering their radios. "Ma'am, we didn't know it was you." Emily folded her arms. "Who called this in?" All 3 slowly turned to look at Karen, who stood in her doorway pretending she wasn't shaking like a leaf. Emily marched straight toward her, and every neighbor watched like it was a live TV drama. Karen tried to hide behind her clipboard. I thought," she stammered. "You thought what?" Emily cut in. "That I stole a sheriff's SUV and just randomly parked it in my own driveway?" Karen started blaming community concerns, but Emily wasn't having it. "You've harassed me for months about everything. My gym equipment, my car, even my work schedule. But sending officers to my home? That crosses a line." Karen tried to protest, but Emily flipped the script. "Funny thing," she said calmly. "I've received multiple complaints about this HOA overstepping authority. Maybe it's time I look into that." The crowd went silent. Karen turned pale.